Applied Instruction Project, Differentiated Instruction by Brittany Davis. Educational Context Overview. My Educational Context Overview is a special education classroom that utilizes applied behavioral analysis therapy. It incorporates 4th and 5th grade students. The classroom's mission is to provide a supportive and inclusive while adaptive learning environment tailored to the individual needs of each student. The classroom setting will be organized to create a safe, engaging, and supportive learning space. This will incorporate small class sizes, flexible seating arrangements, sensory-friendly areas, and availability of specialized equipment. Plan and rationale for differentiated instruction. I will incorporate preference assessments for my students. Preference assessments are a foundational tool to uncover what motivates and interests the student. These results can be beneficial in accommodating children with autism to sustain greater control over which instructional approach they should ultimately receive. By identifying specific preferences, whether they are certain activities, items, or sensory experiences, educators and therapists can tailor learning and behavior intervention strategies that are more engaging and effective for the student. This individualized approach not only enhances the learning experience, but also promotes a sense of autonomy and respect for the student's unique profile. To cater to these diverse learning needs and preferences, I will incorporate activities for visual learners, auditory learners, and kinesthetic learners. Shown on the screen is a preference assessment and an inventory checklist. These can be used for students. After completing the assessments and gathering the necessary information, I will analyze the results to identify patterns and trends in students' preferences. This analysis will highlight common interests within the classroom, allowing myself and other educators to incorporate these themes into future lesson plans. I will use these insights to differentiate instruction by designing activities and assignments that cater to these various learning styles. Pre-learning activity. Students will begin the lesson of exploring the life cycle of a butterfly by using a KWL chart. Students will document their existing knowledge about butterflies, list questions they have about the butterfly life cycle, and summarize new information that they have learned after reading books, watching videos, or observing caterpillars and butterflies. This assignment encourages inquiry and fosters a deeper understanding of biology concepts. I have chosen this pre-learning activity because incorporating KWL charts into assignments encourages students to engage in self-directed learning, enhances their research skills, and helps them understand how to organize and reflect on information. During learning activity, I will incorporate the station rotation model, which is a pedagogical approach that involves dividing students into small groups and rotating them through a series of learning stations. These specific activities are core to the differentiated instruction process, ensuring that teaching methods and materials are accessible and engaging to all learners. Learning centers focused on the life cycle of a butterfly offer a unique blend of education and engagement for children, blending the wonders of nature with hands-on learning experiences. I will incorporate stations such as the Egg Exploration Station, which is a station that will feature magnifying glasses for students to observe butterfly eggs on plant leaves. Another station will be the Caterpillar Growth Chamber, and at this station, students will watch live caterpillars eat and grow. Another station that I will incorporate is the Chrysalis Corner. Here, students can observe chrysalises at different stages. By rotating through these stations, students can engage with the life cycle of a butterfly in a multi-dimensional way, fostering a deeper understanding and appreciation for these fascinating insects. Students will then complete a center reflection form at the end of each center rotation to provide feedback and showcase their knowledge. Post-learning activity. Exit tickets will be integrated within these lesson plans. Exit tickets are a quick, informal assessment at the end of a lesson where students write down an aspect of the lesson that they found interesting or challenging. This activity focuses on reinforcing the material learned, providing opportunities for reflection, and assessing student understanding. I chose to incorporate this activity due to the fact that incorporating post-learning activities not only solidifies students' understanding of the butterfly life cycle, but also integrates elements of art, science observation, and experiential learning, making the educational experience both comprehensive and enjoyable. Content, process, and product. Differentiating content for students in lesson plans about the life cycle of a butterfly can be an enriching way to cater to diverse learning needs and preferences. To cater to these diverse learning needs and preferences, I will incorporate activities for visual learners, auditory learners, and kinesthetic learners. I will then vary the process I use to teach by creating specific activities for each type of learner. Each activity will focus on visual learners, hands-on activities for kinesthetic learners, and presentations for auditory and verbal learners. I will also incorporate product differentiation into lesson plans to enhance students' understanding and engagement and allow for them to choose from which activity they would like to do. Strategies for differentiated instruction. Two other specific ways that I will differentiate my instruction are tiered activities and flexible grouping. Tiered activities are designed to ensure that students of varying abilities and understanding can grasp the concept effectively, each tier offering a different level of challenge and engagement. Flexible grouping encourages active participation, accommodates diverse learning needs, and fosters a collaborative learning environment. I will integrate mixed ability groups within my lesson plans. For Tier 3 students, I will start with a simple visual activity such as coloring or assembling pre-cut shapes of the 4 stages of a butterfly's life cycle: egg, caterpillar, pupa, and adult butterfly. For Tier 2 learners, interactive activities such as creating a butterfly life cycle with craft materials can be more stimulating. Tier 3 students might thrive on project-based learning, such as maintaining a butterfly garden or observing live caterpillars transform into butterflies. I will integrate flexible grouping within my lesson plans, as this can make learning about the butterfly life cycle a more personalized, engaging, and effective experience for students. I will create mixed ability groups by creating groups that mix different abilities together, allowing peer learning to take place. Future goals. 3 future goals that I've set for myself are to develop a deeper understanding of students' needs, increase the use of flexible grouping, and enhance differentiation of content, process, and product. I will aim to regularly assess and understand the varied learning styles, interests, and abilities of my students. And I will aim to commit to regularly changing the composition of student groups based on the task, learning goals, or assessment data. I will also aim to create multiple paths for students to learn and demonstrate their understanding.